Hey everybody, Varun here from Language Academy.
Hello everyone, this is Vishal from Language Academy.
Guys, very excited. I've got a great news for all of you out there. This is the second video of our experiment series. Earlier we did an experiment where we went for the exam. We undertook the listening and writing section and we implemented and tried our new templates for summarized spoken text. That was around 2 months back, I guess.
Right.
At that point, we had this thing in mind that a lot of students are getting their scores in reading and speaking, but they're struggling in listening and writing. Why? Because they were not able to frame out sentences in summarized spoken text. So we are using the template nowadays, and a lot of students are getting 19 listening and writing.
Right.
That is working successfully. Our experiment number was super duper hit, I'll say, was a good one. And then recently what we noticed in the past few months, a lot of students are struggling in speaking as well.
Correct.
They're doing everything perfect. I'll be very honest. They're doing everything perfect, but they're not really getting the score.
Sure.
We asked a lot of students to sit for the mock test, and what we figured out is a lot of them, they're focusing too much on describe image, or they're focusing a lot in the content part of the describe image, right? So we decided that yes, let's do one thing. Let's try something different with describe image and see if we get the score or not.
Correct.
Recently, one of our experts undertook the PTE test, and what we did is we only attempted the speaking part and we did one essay as well.
Right.
The whole purpose of taking this test was to see how much we get in speaking when we use the new template and how much we get in reading and listening from speaking section, because a lot of students are not really sure. Some come and tell me that yes, we get 40 in reading. Some of them, they tell me we get 20 in reading, right?
Correct.
Not really sure what the right number is and how much one essay contributes towards your writing section. So what we have figured out, guys, this is the scorecard over here. We only did speaking section and we only did one essay. We have got a perfect 90 in speaking. That's a very good thing. Perfect 90 in fluency and pronunciation as well, using the new describe image template.
Correct.
Vishal will tell you more about the template later in this video. But before that, we have got 38 in listening and 30 in reading and 20 in writing. That 20 is from the essay. We have done only one essay. Discourse is 84, which is almost perfect, means essay was fine.
Essay was fine.
There wasn't any mistake in the
Correct.
essay. 38 in listening. What do we get out of this? Just from your repeat sentences and your retail lecture, you are getting around 28 points in your listening. Why 28? Because 10 is almost 0, right?
Correct.
So even if you don't do anything, the least you can get is 10.
Correct.
So what that means is that we take 10 out of 38. We are getting 28 points from your repeat sentences and retail lecture, which means 1/3 of your listening, even more than 1/3 of your
Right.
listening, because if we take that 10 numbers out of 90, we are left
It's
with 80, right?
Correct.
So more than 30, around 33% is from repeat sentence and retail lecture. That is why I always focus in each and every video of ours. We have always told you this thing: repeat sentences, retail lecture, very, very important for your listening section. Then reading is 30. Again, 20 points are contributed by read aloud. We got 6 read aloud, so almost around 4 points from one read aloud to your reading section.
Correct.
As well, right? Speaking is very, very important for your read alouds. Again, 30% of your reading is covered by read aloud. Make sure your read alouds are perfect. You're going to get the score, guys. In reading, very, very important. And then we have got 20 points in writing, which means essay contributed around 10 points, because the least you can get is 10. So one essay contributes around 10 points in your writing section. This is what we have got. And yes, Vishal, I would like you to tell more about the template we used in describe image, how it is designed, how it's gonna help the students, and how will it change the game for students who are struggling in the speaking section.
Sure, Varun. Now guys, first of all, as Varun mentioned, from recent months we were witnessing this thing that students who are giving the exam are getting less scores in speaking only. So they're getting their 8 each in their listening, in reading and writing, but they were not able to get their desired score in speaking only. So which made us think that, okay, what is the main task in the speaking module, where the students might be making mistakes, or that might be hindering their performance in the exam. So then we come up with the describe image template. Here what's happening now is that students don't need to focus too much on the content. Earlier, before this template came out, students students used to, focus too much on the content. Therefore, they used to lose their fluency and pronunciation as well. All right, they try to, cover all the content. They try to be very, very logical. But again, it's not a logical or aptitude test, right? It's about your speaking skills.
That's right.
So students needed to know that they don't need to focus too much on the content. They need to maintain their fluency and pronunciation. So that's what this template is doing now. So what's happening now is, guys, this template will facilitate that you don't need to speak or pick any of the words from the image given. That's right. So you don't need to pick any word or any content from the image given, even if it is a bar graph, pie chart, or any image, guys, given in your exam. You just need to speak this template in all the described images. Now, why this template is giving you marks in the content? What we have done is we have designed this template in such a way that computer software is looking for those words, all right, which will trigger the algorithm and give you marks for the content. So all those words are already in this particular template. So they don't need to worry about content. They only need to worry about their fluency and pronunciation.
That's right. So that is one thing we did in the exam as well. We just spoke the same template for 6 or 7 same images and we got 90. And recently we tried it with one of our students, Smith, as well, right?
Correct.
He was struggling a lot in speaking section and this time he has got perfect 90 in speaking. And that is something, which boosts our confidence as well, because the whole purpose of taking the test or doing these experiments is to make sure we give out the right information, right? It's not like I'm just telling you I have heard from here, I did this, and someone just told me that these are the number of points you get from read aloud, or this is important, this not. We just want to make sure all of you out there are familiar with how everything works in PTE, and we are going to keep on doing these experiments in the future as well. If you have got any suggestion what experiments we should do, you can tell us. We'll be happy to do that as well. But yes, guys, we'll always focus that yes, we give you the right information. Anything else you would like to, Vishal, add, if you can, that why students need to follow the new template, why they need to get rid of their other templates, or why this one is very, very important?
See, the only thing one need to understand is that if they are not getting their scores with the current templates or the current techniques, this is the time to change it, right? Because there's no point of giving the exam with the right approach every single time. If it did not work one time, it won't work in the future as well. So you need to change it, and you need to change it ASAP, because we know there are changes in the prices as well. That's gonna again be another important factor for the students as well in terms of economical wise. So you need to understand the importance of the template, guys. This includes your fluency, pronunciation, and content. You don't need to worry about anything when it goes to the describe image content wise. Just need to focus on the template given, and you will be taken care of.
That's right, guys. Thanks for that, Vishal. Very important thing, you don't really need to worry anything about content. We'll be doing this again and again, a lot of experiments in the future as well, just to make sure you guys are getting your desired score. This template is available in the lab. If you're one of our student, you can come and collect it anytime. Make sure you follow it. And yes, that's it from this video. We'll be coming back with a lot more experiments just to make sure you are updated, because we undertake a lot of tests just to make sure we know what's happening in the exam, to cope up with the changes in the algorithm as well. Right. So that is what we have done this time, and we'll be doing it again. Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helps you out, and if you have any doubts, you can contact us anytime. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.